Hey folks, today is Friday, November 3rd, 2017. As usual, it's me, Jake Baldino, here to talk about some video game stuff that is going on this week. But this is actually a pre-recorded episode. If you're watching this, I'm actually away on my honeymoon. So what we're doing today is essentially taking a look back at some weird stories that we found over the years, some stuff that was left behind on the gameranx cutting room floor, and just stuff like that. We're also definitely finally moving, so stick around for the end of the video to see what's going on with this whole situation. It's been a mess. But let's get into it with the first story. This was absolutely interesting. This happened in July. This is a guy in Brazil who registered a religion as the Church of Hanzo. This guy did this. He's actually a very big Overwatch fan, but he really did this just to establish and prove how easy it is to make your own religion in Brazil. And this official Church of Hanzo is real. The paperwork exists, and it's now exempt from taxes. According to him, all you really needed is an address, 5 people, a lawyer's signature, a written statute, and then you have to pay some fees and have it notarized. What I really like, though, about this church is that in the fine print, there's weird stuff. Like, members of the Church of Hanzo have to request Tuesdays off for religious studies, and you're not allowed to use the word Hanzo main in the actual religion. Baptism is actually performed by playing your first Overwatch match. There's a lot of funny stuff in the fine print, and I commend this guy, Mateus Mognon, if I pronounce his name right, for doing this because it's awesome. Tom, if you could establish a church for a video game character, what would it be from Overwatch?
Torbjorn.
You fuck. And then there was this story from September that we missed. As someone who travels, I'm a huge fan of this. A hotel in Taiwan actually has gaming PC rigs in every hotel room. Look at the pictures of this hotel. It's absolutely insane. Every room is like, a standard room with a bed and a bathroom and a desk. But on that desk are 2 high-end gaming PCs. They actually have been advertising them as having 1080 Ti's to get people in the door, 4K monitors, and DX racer chairs. They went all out, and that is so bizarre because I'm really asking the question, who is this hotel for? Number 1, it has to be hardcore PC gamers. Number 2, they have to have a lot of money. And number 3, they have to be in Taiwan. I don't know about you guys, that seems kind of specific, especially because these cost roughly $1,200 a night. But I guess if you think about it, that's that much money spent towards some sweet ass, PC gaming, master race. And this story is really recent, but I thought this was absolutely insane. Have you guys caught wind of this? President of China, Xi Jinping, has a mobile game based around applauding for him. It's like a clicker style game, and it gives you a quick clip of his hours-long speech that he recently made, and then you have 19 seconds to tap the screen as fast as you can to see how fast you can clap for him. This is weird. I don't know about you guys. This kind of comes off as like weird social engineering through gamification, but that's just me. I don't know. I do think it's really crazy that the people behind this, the publisher, is Tencent. Because of course it is. That's gaming's biggest weird evil shadow company that we don't know a lot about. If you don't know about Tencent, you should look into them because they practically own the world. And a story from a month ago that I dropped, but ultimately I still want to talk about, is at Tokyo Game Show, Sony's booth had actual real androids set up, real animatronic robots that emulated real people to celebrate Detroit Become Human, that Quantic Dream game. And it really kind of set the internet ablaze because some of these little videos of those robots went viral and people were speculating like crazy of whether or not these were actual real animatronics or actors. Tons of people really thought that these were real animatronics, myself included. When I first saw it, it blew my mind. But it turns out they're just really good hired actors that Sony hired to essentially demonstrate at this booth, and they're fucking really good at their jobs. I mean, oh my god. I mean, maybe that it's because a lot of the cell phone video footage is a little blurry, but they look robotic enough, but they also look lifelike enough to actually believe that they achieved that. Because, some theme parks and stuff have some really impressive robotics, so I wouldn't put it past them, but it turns out this was just kind of a big hoax. And from last November, here's something that I found that we cut. We were going to talk about this retired UK general who is in charge of Air Force stuff and operating drone strikes, and he basically name-dropped PlayStation, saying essentially that the Royal Air Force should be recruiting teenagers who come out of the bedroom playing PlayStation because they are conditioned to use these things. While they don't technically know how to fly an aircraft, they are able to essentially operate complex things and pilot things in a digital way, and since you are remote with drones, it's kind of the same. The article's interesting because it also goes deeper into these people that are operating these drones, the mental stress of that, and whether or not young people going into this job could handle something like that. It's a pretty cool read. So we link everything I talk about down in the description if you want to check it out. And then in March, there was this story about a pro Street Fighter esports player. He was Japanese, who stated that he descended from Ninja. If you follow esports, you might know Yusuke Momochi does play for LA-based Echo Fox. He's won Capcom competitions and stuff at EVO for being one of the best Street Fighter players. Now, when he initially said this and I read the headline, I was like, yeah, okay, dude, you're a ninja. Oh, cool, great. But no, apparently it can actually be traced down to the specific clan that he descended from. His father told him of the origin, and then it was confirmed through his grandmother and a gravestone that had one of the names. It's very interesting that they actually were able to figure this out. And that's cool because I'm really boring. My origin is really lame. But those were a couple of weird stories I think you guys would be satisfied with to chew on for a little bit, because you're also probably still playing stuff like Call of Duty World War II, Assassin's Creed Origins, Super Mario Odyssey, or definitely Wolfenstein 2. All really good shit. So I am looking forward to hearing what you guys have been playing since I have been gone on honeymoon. And, thank you guys as always for coming around and watching this stuff, because I'm able to do cool things in my life like get married and go on a honeymoon because you guys watch our videos. That's huge to me. Now, before we get to changing the set and moving, real quick, we have to do that game console giveaway we do every single week. You know how it works? There's a link below. You click it to sign up. You enter once, then you're entered for good. And then every single week, we go in and randomly choose one person to win a free console of their choice. And this week's winner is gonna be this cat right here. Congratulations. Be sure to keep an eye on your inbox, your spam box, because Tom's going to be reaching out to you to figure out how to send you your free shit. So good job. But now we're going to tear apart this sucker for your viewing pleasure, and hopefully very soon you'll see what we got cooking up. Just a little bit of a nicer backdrop. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Pizza's on me.